Hi, I'm Ivan Zoot. I am Clipper Guy, and this is David. Today, David is getting a classic tapered men's haircut. If you cut hair in the beauty industry for 100 years, and I hope you don't, but if you do, 99% of the men's haircuts that you cut will be some variation on a basic classic tapered men's haircut. The top is layered, the back and sides are tapered, and it's blended together. Taper, layer, and blend. Line and edge of the haircut, that's all there is to it. We're going to take you through the steps. We're going to show you how it's easy and how you can build a business and a career on classic tapered men's haircuts, just like David's. Once David and I completed our consultation, we had a plan and we know where we're going. We're going to take a little bit of length down off the top. We're going to taper the back and sides and blend it together. First thing we're going to do is cut the top. We comb hair up, we hold it up, and we cut it off. I establish a front guide by slightly shifting the front edge back. A little bit of over direction will maintain a little bit of extra length in through the front, and I carry that guide back through the head. I can cut the interior of David's hair with my scissors. I can layer the entire top with the scissors, but I would prefer to layer his hair with a clipper. I would prefer to use a clipper in the interest of efficiency. Certainly it might be a little more productive to cut it a little more quickly with our clipper, but speed is not important as a student. As a student, all you need to know about speed is that someday time is money. Right now, we want to work on cutting hair better, and that's why we want to pick up a clipper. The reciprocating action of the clipper, the back and forth motion of the clipper blade, cuts a soft, staggered, and blended line. Scissors leave lines and marks and have a tendency to be blunt. If you want to cut a heavy, swingy bob, you're going to cut it with a pair of shears or with the scissors. But if you want guy's hair that lays in and layers beautifully, it's time to cut with a clipper. Over the top of the head, we're going to use something called backhand clipper cutting. I'm going to hold my clipper in my hand. I'm going to turn it on with my clipper on and my clipper running. I'm going to turn my clipper backwards in my hand. The cord comes out between my thumb and forefinger, and the blade sits back at the heel of my hand. I open my two bottom fingers and I put my comb in there like that. What do I have? I've got three hands. I've got one hand to hold the clipper, one hand to hold the comb, and a whole other hand over here to hold hair with. That's this one. Now I've got three hands. We're going to use a technique called backhand cutting, where we comb, we hold, and we cut. We comb, we hold, and we cut to layer out the interior. Let's see how that works. Layering the top of David's hair backhand looks like this. Comb it up, hold it up, cut it off. Comb it up, hold it up, cut it off. Always picking up a piece of the previously cut section in my fingers to serve as my guide, combing, holding, and cutting. I don't shut the clipper off. I don't set the clipper down. I don't transfer the comb from one hand to the other like we might when we cut with a pair of shears. The two tools remain together in my hand, always picking up a piece of the previously cut section in my fingers to serve as my guide and allowing me to hold sections of hair in my fingers and comb and hold and cut. As a right-handed hair cutter, top dead center down his right-hand side, that's the easy side. As a right-handed hair cutter, his left side's a little more difficult. I've got to shift the chair, I've got to turn his head slightly, and then I rotate my comb. By rotating my comb to the opposite side, I now continue to comb from the hairline back, going back up to top dead center to pick up a piece of guide length and moving my way up through the top of the haircut. We're not taking a lot of hair off David. He had a haircut recently, but we're taking just enough to allow his hair to serve the purpose of letting us demonstrate what a powerful technique this is for classic tapered men's hair cutting. I use my backhand cutting technique, two tools held together in one hand, to layer out the entire interior to complete step one. Now it's time to taper.